Prince Harry angry at Prince William's snobbish advice about Meghan Markle. Book claims Prince William, said to have feared brother, was blindsided by his lust in his haste to marry. The royal rift that led to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex leaving Britain and stepping back from royal duties began after Prince William feared his brother had been blindsided by lust in his haste to marry Meghan Markle. A new book claims Harry was offended by William's advice to take as much time as you need to get to know this girl, causing tension between the two that finally led to Brexit, according to the authors of Finding Freedom. He was allegedly angered by the word "this girl," perceiving as snobbish and condescending. Finding Freedom, Harry and Meghan book claims royal relations turned bitter. The Sussexes have distanced themselves from the book by the royal correspondence amid Scobie and Caroline Durant, with a spokesman for the Sussexes saying they were not interviewed and didn't contribute to Finding Freedom, which is based on the authors' own experiences as members of the Royal Press Corps and their own independent reporting. In it, the authors claim to chronicle the deteriorating relationships between the Sussexes senior royals and the palace old guard. One senior royal is said to have referred to Meghan Markle as Harry's showgirl, while other allegedly said she comes with a lot of baggage. A senior courtier is said to have remarked, "There is just something about her I don't trust." One frustrated palace staffer is said to have referred to Meghan as a squeaky third wheel of the palace. The book claims the couple thought there was only a handful of people at the palace they could trust, while a friend of theirs referred to the old guard as the Vipers. In extracts serialized in the Times and Sunday Times, the authors claimed there was no actual feud between Kate and Meghan, contrary to press reports, but that the two women had nothing in common. Meghan was disappointed she and Kate didn't bond over their shared position, but she didn't lose sleep over it, according to the book. Rather, the authors claimed that the alleged rift between the two couples was due to a growing coolness between Harry and William. By March, at the end of the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey, the couple were said to be barely speaking. Scobie told the Times Meghan had tried to make eye contact with Kate at the service, but had been barely acknowledged. To purposefully snub your sister-in-law, I don't think it left a great taste in the couple's mouth. Harry and Meghan's decision to cut free grew out of Harry's belief they were unprotected by the institutions around the monarchy and derided by the old guard for being too sensitive and outspoken. The book claims this apparently led to the decision to move to Windsor. He wanted to get away from the goldfish bowl that was Kensington Palace, the author said. It's also claimed that they believe other royal households were leaking stories about them to the press. Once they decamped to Frogmore Cottage in Windsor, thus splitting from the Cambridges at Kensington Palace, it was apparently a big disappointment to them to be told they must operate under Buckingham Palace's umbrella. The authors wrote, as their popularity had grown, so did Harry and Meghan's difficulty in understanding why so few inside the palace were looking out for their interests. They were a major draw for the royal family, having spent Christmas in Canada away from palace pressure and formulated plans to move there. They were unable to immediately see the Queen to discuss their plans, believing they were being blocked from seeing the monarch. They even considered breaking protocol by springing a surprise visit by driving straight to see her from the airport terminal after landing back in the UK. It was claimed when they made the Brexit announcement on a new website, sussexworld.com, aides, including the Queen's private secretary, were said to be furious, and the Queen and Prince Philip apparently devastated. Neither Buckingham Palace nor Kensington Palace have commented. Meghan Markle was determined she and Prince Harry would quit Windsor with a bang. A new report claims Meghan Markle was determined to leave the royal family with a bang. The Duchess of Sussex allegedly wanted to show everyone what they're losing at her and Prince Harry's final royal engagements. The source said Markle wanted to look as good as possible. The source added the Duchess of Sussex's stylist Maria pulled together all of her looks and Meghan went out with a bang, just as she had wanted. Markle and Harry surprised many earlier this year when they announced they were stepping down from their senior royal roles. The Duke and Duchess were two of the most popular members of the royal family. Harry and Markle returned to the UK to attend the annual Endeavour Fund Awards at Mansion House in London in March. They were living in a private mansion on Vancouver Island, Canada, with their son Archie at the time. And this was their first return. As expected, all eyes were on Harry and Meghan as they completed one of their last outings as working royals. Body language expert Judy James said Markle looked more showbiz in her first appearance after royal exit, with her glossy red lipstick, her smoky, more dramatic eye makeup, and her simple but figure-hugging designer dress. This was a much more showbiz-looking version of Meghan, and her dazzling smile completed the look, she said. James said Harry and Markle looked happy with the decision when they appeared at the royal engagement. The body language expert said Harry and Meghan's moves and outfits said a lot about their new life. She said the two were looking more like a celebrity couple. Variety broke the news early this month that Harry and Markle had signed a deal with Netflix to produce films, documentaries, and children's programming. This didn't surprise many because there had been plenty of speculation the couple would join the Hollywood set in their new lives outside the royal family. Separated from Prince Charles, Lady Diana gave an interview to the Panorama show in 1995, a confessions interview that will precipitate their divorce. The interview had shaken the British crown in 1995. Lady Diana agreed to respond to journalist Martin Bashir on the Panorama program broadcast on the BBC. The British, installed in front of their television sets, do not miss a beat. It must be said that Princess Diana has a lot on her heart. Without filter, while the members of the royal family are invited to remain discreet about their private life, the Princess of Hearts is revealed on many controversial subjects, starting with the infidelity of Prince Charles and his battle against bulimia. Well, there were three of us in the marriage, so it was a bit crowded, Lady Diana said candidly of her marriage breakdown and Camilla Parker Bowles' intimate relationship with her husband, Prince Charles. Fed up with love stories and other fairy tales, Lady Diana was devastated by this extramarital relationship. Live in front of the camera, she then confirms that she suffers from eating disorders. Meghan Markle stuck these revelations that could cost her dearly at war with the Mail on Sunday, which she accuses of having published information of a private nature. Meghan Markle sees the recent publication of the book Finding Freedom being criticized. In defense, the Duchess would not hesitate when it suits her to reveal details of her intimate life, revelations that could cost her dearly today. The trial between Meghan Markle and the Mail on Sunday should resume on January the 11th. The Duchess of Sussex, who seeks damages for alleged misuse of private information, copyright infringement, and breach of data protection law, risks big, especially since the tabloid, which had published extracts from a handwritten letter from the former actress to her father, seems ready to do battle. A few weeks after the publication of Finding Freedom, in which Meghan Markle and Harry claim not to have participated, the Mail on Sunday claims that the Sussexes obviously cooperated in the writing of this book, which contains a lot of information on Meghan's private life. As royal correspondent Chris Ship details on Twitter, revelations that could now be very expensive for the young mother. Jessica Mulroney, Meghan's former best friend and prosecution witness, if Justice Rushbrook QC, lawyer for Meghan Markle, once again denied any collaboration with the work of journalist Caroline Durant and Omid Scobie, whose couple is very close. The Mail on Sunday assumes, for its part, that the former actress don't hesitate to reveal details of her private life when it allows her to have a good part. Even more, the defense affirms that the Duchess of Sussex, frustrated by the media approach of the firm, decided to use her friends in order to influence the media in a positive way, and this as of 2018. Among these, Jessica Mulroney, former best friend of Meghan, would have at least acted once as a public relations agent on the behalf of the Duchess. Today, called with Archie's mom, the latter could decide to take revenge by testifying against her verdict in 2021. Strict conditions. The high distinction awarded to Harvey Weinstein by Queen Elizabeth II had been given under certain conditions. The honored person must be a good citizen and a role model. One of the reasons the committee can revoke an honor is when a receipt has been convicted by the courts of a criminal offense and sentenced to imprisonment for more than 3 months. Suffice to say that Harvey Weinstein no longer meets those criteria. Elizabeth II has therefore quite simply decided to terminate and cancel its title, asking that the name of Harvey Weinstein be deleted from the register of the order, as if nothing